Wild Pride, an alternative to Fierté Montréal, held a march for the second year in a row. They state that they are not corporate funded, they don't collaborate with police, and that they are in solidarity across multiple struggles.
It's a space that was needed, and I think that's what we're doing different. We're anti-corporation, anti-capitalist, anti-police. We're not marching with the police, we're not marching with the Zionists. That's what's different.
And I think that you can also, if I may add, if you look around, if you go to Fierté, you're going to find the same kind of people. It's going to be a lot of white people, first and foremost, a lot of able people. There won't be much diversity. And I feel that beyond Palestine and divestment and all our requests from Fierté Montréal, it's also what was needed from the community.
Here's why some people chose to attend Wild Pride.
Distancing from the origins of Pride and the protests and the oppression of people of color and Indigenous people, I feel like an alternative was the right choice for me.
This is like one of the nicest things that our city can do. It has a space for people who will not align with anybody who gives or takes support from Israel.
Of the sense of community more than anything. I love the fact that we all get to kind of walk together. There's also no presence of police immediately in the area, which I appreciate and think that it doesn't have any space at Pride.
Those attending the event feel Pride is political and stances need to be made. Fierté Montréal denounced the genocide in Gaza in June of 2025. This year, their board of directors put out a new statement citing that it should have come sooner. They also announced that geopolitical flags would be banned from the parade.
We talked to them about the importance of distinguishing between anti-Semitism and Zionism, and talking about all this. I don't know if you saw they published documents about what they were going to do for this march. Their solution to no Israeli flags, which one was of our demands as well, obviously no Zionist contingent, is no flags at all during their march. No flags, no anything like about national identity, any discourse about geopolitics, what they call, instead of saying genocide. None of it. That was not permitted during the march.
While Fierté Montréal celebrates 20 years of its parade, it doesn't operate without support from sponsors. A list of sponsors is visible on their website. Wild Pride denounces TD Bank, Fierté's principal partner. In a press release, they highlighted investments from TD Bank that they take issue with. The sponsorship is also seen as an issue for others who attended the march.
I used to go to the corporate Pride before, but I think now it's very important to take political stances. We cannot be neutral anymore.
Yeah, Pride was a riot. It still is. It's always important to fight from below and not necessarily reach for the like institutional or corporate kind of pink washing of what was a struggle and what is still a struggle, especially for communities that are usually left behind.
Wild Pride advertises themselves as Pride with resistance and with solidarity across issues. For them, corporations don't fit into advancing those ideas. As for Fierté Montréal, shining together was their parade's theme. They say, quote, "Being yourself becomes an act of resistance. No light should be dimmed, no identity erased."
The resistance they're talking about, they have no idea what it means. They're talking from a place of privilege. They're not talking while thinking about our queer brothers and siblings and sisters in Palestine, in other countries where they're still voiceless, they're still not able to express themselves. That is so disconnected, and that is such a privileged stance, and that is so performative. Because how can you say something...
There's no action.
C'est ça. How can you say something that has like a political sentiment to it and then be like, oh, nothing political during our parade, because it's not a march, it's a parade.
While resistance is important to those at Wild Pride, the element of fun is not lost on them, nor the thousands that gather.
On the bridge, when we stopped and everybody danced, I saw like the whole march and I got like a tear of joy.
Fierté Montréal did not respond in time for publication. Any updates will follow. Organizers and attendees alike have said that this event is very political, while also saying that Pride itself is political in nature. However, many are also here to just celebrate, be together, and embrace inclusion. For Local 514, Zach Chitra.